Guys, what's up? Welcome to the 20/24 week out contest prep vlog. So obviously, if you guys have been paying attention, I'm not quite decided which show that I'm going to do. So that's why it's 20/24 weeks out, because there are two shows that I have my eyes on right now. Not sure which one I'm going to do or if I'm going to do both. So I'm not exactly sure how many weeks out I am. But what I do know is that prep is, I guess, kind of officially underway. Prep for me has really been happening since the beginning of the year. I've been dieting since the beginning of the year, but this is, I guess you could say, like official start of prep. I guess you could say, like, honestly, in my head, nothing is changing, but I guess this is the point where I'm like officially making it official. I don't know. I know that's probably confusing, but for me, like, obviously I've known that I've been going to compete this whole year. It's just not something that I've ever like really officially announced, I guess that you could say. So this is a series that I've been thinking about doing for a very long time. I mean, I'm talking about years. Ever since I first decided that I wanted to compete, I knew that I wanted to do like some sort of a prep series, like leading into that competition. So that is going to be what this is. It's just going to be a collection of filming throughout the week. Honestly, you know, today's Monday. Yesterday was Sunday, obviously, but yesterday was Father's Day here in the United States. I don't know if that's a holiday that's celebrated in other countries, but here in the U.S. yesterday was Father's Day, so I was visiting my parents this weekend and my grandparents for that. At the same time, this is also like the conclusion of like a 2-week deload phase. I fucking hate saying the word deload now because it's such a trigger word and it always brings out a bunch of fun people in the comment section, but that's basically what it was a 2-week phase where I was dropping my volume pretty low just to help recover and everything. And I feel really, really good today, physically and mentally, ready to just get back behind the wheel when it comes to training volume and everything there. So today is a push day. Today is also a very, very busy work day for me. I have 5 or 6 client check-ins to do today. And then I also have a new client consultation. Chris, if you're watching this, we're going to be meeting on Zoom later today. And then Brandon is a client who just signed up this past weekend while I was visiting my parents for Father's Day. He's actually 13 weeks out from a competition in Ohio. He's doing the Mr. Ohio competition. So obviously he came to me 13 weeks out, so that's like fairly short notice. So I want to get started with his stuff right away. So my plan for today is to train. It's probably like 7-ish, 7:30 right now. Typically I train in the afternoon, but I'm going to train in the morning today. Going to train in the morning so that when I come home, all that I have to do the rest of the day is just focus on work, because I really would like to get Brandon's stuff knocked out as quick as I can. Because if we've only got 13 weeks, like I literally want every single day that we could be working together to be put towards being productive in the prep. So today's going to be a very, very busy day. You know, going back to something that I said earlier, basically how these vlogs are probably going to look is just throughout every day. I'm just going to be vlogging random things, whether it's thoughts that come to my mind, food, meals, cooking, training, anything. I'm just going to try and film a bunch of stuff every day, and then at the end of the week kind of compile it together in one big vlog and then post it, so you guys can kind of see how every day of every week is like leading up into prep. Obviously, you know, I can't film absolutely everything, but I want to be better about filming more and giving you guys more. So that is going to be I guess the conclusion for this Monday clip, and I guess the introductory part of this whole series. If you guys have watched my full day of eating video, you'll know that I'm kind of starting most mornings with a morning walk, anywhere from 4,000 to 6,000 steps. This morning is going to be about a 6,000 stepper, so I'm just kind of wrapping that up. I'm on my last lap. You know, obviously you won't be able to tell, but I mean kind of. This is like a nature path. And everything. So basically what I do is I just do like laps around this thing, and each lap is about a mile, which is about 2,000 steps. So I'll either do 2 to 3 laps around here in the morning. I'm doing 3 this morning because today's a busy day and I kind of want to get all my steps done as early as I can, so I can just literally work all day and get everything taken care of there. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I got for this point. So I'm going to wrap up this walk here. and then I'm going to get to the gym. I'll probably throw some training clips or stuff up here. Like I said, today's a push day, and I'm just really excited to get back in the gym and be back to training at full volume and at my normal frequency. But I'm also excited to see where this prep series goes and some of the cool things that I can share and document with you guys. So hope you guys enjoy the series. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little intro rant spiel. I don't even know what you would call this. I'm going to finish up this walk, and then I'll catch up with you guys later. Just got back from push. Holy shit, guys. I fucking love running a properly well-executed deload. Like, oh my God. Like, you know, I know this is like dramatic how I'm like reacting right now, but the way that I felt today in the gym, both physically and mentally, compared to how I felt 2 weeks ago is literally night and day. Like, it is absolutely amazing how tired I felt and how sluggish I felt mentally 2 weeks ago. And after running this two-week deload phase and having all of that stress and all of that fatigue wash away, how much better I felt today. Like, oh my God, today was absolutely amazing. I've lost like 7 pounds since I started my deload. So the weights were pretty heavy today. So from a logbook perspective, today was just kind of like a very like good day, just a very simple day, you know, nothing amazing logbook wise. But in terms of how I feel, unbelievable. Tomorrow's pull session is going to be absolutely amazing. You know, I typically find that first session back after a deload kind of takes me just a little bit of time, usually 1 or 2 workouts just to kind of fully get back into the swing of things. But I know that come tomorrow, when I hit pull tomorrow, and definitely by the time that I hit legs on Thursday, today's Monday, so Tuesday will be pull, Wednesday rest, and then Thursday legs. Legs on Wednesday will be fucking nuts. I feel great. I'm gonna go knock out some steps now. Okay, Monday has been pretty good so far. It's about 4 o'clock. Had push this morning, which you obviously saw me freaking out about how good that was. Came home and then I did all of my check-ins for today. And then I just got my 3rd meal in for the day. And then while I was doing that, I got caught up with all my content. So I did my Instagram posting, I did my TikTok posting, and then I replied to all my DMs and all my comments. Like I said, it's about 4 o'clock right now. I have a consultation at 5:30, so I have about an hour and a half or so to kill. And in that time, I will be working on Brandon's program. Probably we'll just listen to some music or a podcast or something while I'm getting that knocked out. Would like to get as much of that done before I get on this call at 5:30. And then depending on where I'm at from there, I may have some more work to do. So busy day today, busy, but I would rather be busy than not be busy. Okay, holy shit. Monday, super busy, still on Monday. It's about 6:30. I have been working on Brandon's program for pretty much the entire hour and a half leading up into my consultation call. Just got off my consultation call. You can probably tell from the ring light and everything. I thought that went pretty good. We'll see if he ends up signing on. But yeah, things have been pretty good. Today's been an unbelievably busy day, very, very busy day. I've pretty much been doing stuff nonstop since like 6 this morning, and it's about 6:30 right now. So I've got 2 more meals to get in. I'm about to eat a meal now, and then I got to take the dog out one more time. And then I think that's really all that I got to do the rest of the day. I'm kind of looking forward to just chilling out the last couple hours of the night. Today's been a super busy day. Tomorrow will be just as busy, it looks like. Yeah, busy. All right, Monday night, it's about 9:30 or so, and it is time for bed. very, very busy day today. Really awesome day. Like one of those days where I had a huge to-do list of stuff to do, and I got it all done. And that's a really rewarding feeling. Just feels really, really good. So ready for bed. Tomorrow is going to be a pull session. Already looking forward to that. I already know based off of how today's push workout went that tomorrow's pull session is going to be fucking amazing. So another busy day of client work tomorrow, and then pull session, which I'm really looking forward to. So we'll catch in with you guys sometime tomorrow. What's up, guys? Tuesday morning. It's probably like, I don't know, 6:30, 6:45 or something like that. Obviously just getting the morning steps in. Busy day today. Yesterday was a really, really busy day. Today is just as busy. Got check-ins this morning. I need to finish up with Brandon's program, and then that consultation call that I had last night, that gentleman ended up signing on to the team. So Chris, if you're watching this, welcome to the team, man. Super excited to get started with you and see how much progress that we can make. Today is a pull day. I am going to be kind of following a different schedule today than what I did yesterday. Yesterday I trained first thing in the morning, and then I did all of my work after that. Today I think I'm going to do my work in the morning and then go train. That's kind of one of the perks of being self-employed and being your own boss, is that you kind of get to pick and choose your own schedule. I've just kind of found that it depends on the mood that I'm in, kind of how I want to set my schedule up. Do I want to do my training first and then focus all on my work, or do I want to get all my work done and then go train? One thing that I don't do really good at is working and then training and then coming home and working again. So like splitting up my workload, I've kind of experimented with that a couple of times, and I just don't really enjoy that. Typically I find like when I get home from the gym, if I train in the afternoon, like I'm pretty tired, and my day is, I don't want to say my day is done, but in terms of like being able to sit down and dedicate a lot of mental energy to something, it's definitely a lot like worse when I try to do that than instead of just trying to do all of my work and then train, or train and then do all of my work. I'm really good at focusing on like one thing at one time. So today will be a work morning and then a training afternoon. So we'll probably get some footage. As always, we're starting to go into a spot now where it kind of narrows off, so I may get knocked out by some tree branches here. But like I said yesterday, one second. Like I said yesterday, pull session today. I know today is gonna get absolutely murdered. I can already feel it. Yesterday was such a good day. And I'm typically like a momentum-based lifter, so to say. Like usually once I get a couple good sessions under my belt, they just kind of start to roll and accumulate. So we'll get this walk knocked out, meal one in me, and then we'll start the check-ins and the client work, and then we'll train. Really busy start to Tuesday. It's about 11:30 or so. Just finished up my check-ins, and now it's time to go train. I'm gonna have, where's my thumb at? I'm gonna have this fruit, and then I'm gonna have that shake. If you guys have seen my latest full day of eating video, then you'll know what is going on there. Pull day going down, feel pretty good about it. I'm a little tired. I just kind of need to get some caffeine and stuff in me, and then I will be ready to roll. But overall, very productive work morning. Finally got everything knocked out. Still got some more work later to do this afternoon, but it's nothing that's too like mentally intensive, so to say. So I'll be able to get that done pretty easily once I get back from the gym. But for now, it's time to train. Okay guys, well, reporting live from the gym parking lot. I definitely jinxed myself today when I said that I knew that today was going to be a good session. It definitely wasn't a bad workout, but it wasn't as good as it could have been. It all boils down to the fact that I just rushed myself today. Obviously, if you guys have been watching the vlog up until this point, you'll be familiar that with the fact that this week so far has been a really busy work week for me. This morning's work session took a little bit longer than I had anticipated it to go. So I kind of went into today's workout feeling like a little bit behind schedule.
And so I was really trying to push the pace of it just to try and get it done and try and like salvage my schedule today. But it just ended up in me rushing a lot of these sets and going into the sets with like oxygen debt and not getting as many reps as I could have if I had just rested a little bit longer. So, you know, that's kind of frustrating, but also at the same time, it's like a learning lesson. You know, I'm really realizing that as my body weight's going down and as I'm getting leaner and my recovery is getting worse, that I can't, my margin for error is like getting less and less. You know what I mean? Like when I'm eating a ton of food and when I'm fat in the off season and my recovery is really good, like I can make up for mistakes like that because, you know, my recovery resources are so high. But when food is low and expenditure is high and fatigue is still high, like I can't get away with stuff like that. So that's kind of frustrating, but live and learn. I obviously won't be making that mistake again. I got a rest day tomorrow to recoup, and then legs on Thursday because today is Tuesday. That's another thing about being self-employed is like every fucking day is the same. You have no idea what day it even is. Like I know what I'm training that day, but I have no idea what day of the week it is because I work from home and I work every day. So it's just whatever. Good news, this hasn't been totally negative. As I was leaving the gym, I don't know if you guys can tell, it's fucking 85 right now in Illinois. It's so ungodly hot. And I walked into the gym and I was like, oh my God, it's freezing in here. Like they had the AC cranked and I still was sweating like a whore in church today. So I was drinking a lot of water and I didn't like have as much water as like I wanted because as soon as if you guys have seen my full day of eating video, then you'll know that as soon as I get home from training, I go straight into a walk. And so I kind of wanted to get like a Gatorade Zero or something just to get like something like sweet in. And I found these. The gym now has these protein waters. I've been seeing these on social media. This is basically 20 grams of whey protein isolate, and then it has 6 grams of carbs. 4 of that comes from erythritol. So this is the strawberry watermelon flavor. The other flavor that they had was like a mango or something, and this sounded a little bit better. So only 90 calories for this. I can fit this in my day. I'll probably take out one of my eggs in my last meal, and then maybe move some stuff around a little bit just to kind of free up some more calories for this. But I'm gonna do a live taste test on this on my TikTok. So if you don't follow me on TikTok and you want to see this, then go ahead and check it out over there.
Say hi, Zuki. Say hey, baby.
Hey guys, good morning. Wednesday morning, obviously out on the morning walk. I don't have my mic with me, so hopefully the audio isn't too bad out here. So the last thing that you would have seen besides my morning cuddles with Zuki is last night's second to last meal. I had intended on filming more stuff yesterday, but I was super tired. The past 2 days for me have been really busy work days and training days as well, full volume training days. And last night I was sitting down on the couch and I was just like falling asleep, dozing in and out. So I was super duper tired. Today is a rest day from training for me. I'm still gonna go to the gym this morning. I go to the gym 7 days a week, whether I'm training or not. So I'll kind of show you what goes down at the gym this morning when I go on a rest day. But that'll be in a little bit here. On rest days, obviously the purpose of a rest day is to rest and promote recovery. So there will be a couple of things that I do on rest days that you guys may see. Obviously the main thing that I'm trying to do today is rest. So the first thing that I do is typically on a training day. If it's during like a work day, I'll set an alarm to wake up in the morning sometime between 6 and 6:30. On rest days, because I don't have the big time commitment of going to the gym. The gym can be anywhere from a 2.5 to 3 hour time thing for me, depending on how much filming
I have to do, and depending on how many people I get to talking to when I'm there. So on days that I'm not training, I have like a chunk of time, about 2 hours or so worth, that kind of opens up to me. So I like to use that to sleep in. So I will not set an alarm on my rest days typically, and I will just sleep in as long as my body wants to, as long as it needs to. I still woke up this morning at like 6:30, 6:40, something like that. So I maybe got an extra like half hour of sleep or whatever. So it wasn't like that much. But it just, I feel way better waking up naturally than waking up to an alarm most of the time. I would say like 8 out of 10 times when my alarm goes off, I'm up and I'm right out of bed right away in the morning. But I still feel a little bit better when I can sleep in as long as I want and not have to wake up to an alarm. So that'll be one of the things that I do on a rest day, and I will also try to go to bed early tonight. So my rest days are typically like slightly shorter days because I sleep in later and wake up later and then go to bed earlier that night, especially because I have a big leg day tomorrow, so I want to be very, very rested and recovered for that. So sleep and rest and recovery is going to be the big component to today. So typically on rest days, I dedicate my morning to getting all of the expenditure stuff done. So I'm going to try and get as close to 10,000 steps and stuff done as I can this morning, do all my posing, get all of that stuff done. And then typically on rest days, I have like my 10,000 steps taken care of by like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock in the morning. So pretty much the rest of the day from there, I spend chilling out and just getting work done. So I'll kind of show you all those things as we go through the day today. I should be able to film a little bit more today than yesterday just because I'm not as busy today. I still got a lot of stuff to do, but it's more like video editing and stuff like that that doesn't take as much time. It's not much of a time commitment, so to say. So morning walk, got to finish that. And then I'll probably catch up with you guys in the parking lot before the gym to talk about the rest day routine. Okay, we're at the gym now. I went on a big walk this morning, 8,100 steps. I did 4 laps around like my normal route. I figure that each lap is around 2,000 steps, so I did 4. I felt really like good this morning, really energized, so I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna keep going. So now we're here at the gym, so I'm just gonna do like some light cardio and stuff here, not anything like trying to like super exert myself. I just kind of like to ride the bike for a little bit. My knees and hips are kind of like always like not sore but tight, and when I ride the bike I feel like really good getting blood in there. So I like to ride the bike every single day. On rest days I'll ride the bike, and then on training days I'll ride it before I train. I would love to get a fucking bike in our apartment. We just don't have the room for it right now. But yeah, so I'm gonna ride the bike for a little bit, then I'm gonna do some stretching and stuff. I also stretch every single day. I've really been on top of that a lot this year, especially now that I've been posing more. I've been finding that as I like become more flexible, posing becomes easier. So that's, you know, part of that, but also I just, you know, feel better. Body generally tends to feel a little bit better when I stay on top of it. And then today I'm also going to do some technique work on my RDLs, and this is not something that I do regularly, so I guess I'll explain, because this is kind of a pretty rare situation. Before, you know, I guess get into the specifics, I need to give a little bit of context. So like I said, I'm doing some technique work. I say it like it's a fancy thing. It's not. On my RDLs, and the reason why I'm doing this is because obviously you guys, if you've been watching and paying attention over the course of the past year, you know that I've been cutting, and at this point I've lost a pretty substantial amount of weight. I started at 230 and I weighed in this morning at 191.6, which is a new low this morning. So obviously I still got 2 pounds to go until I hit 190, so I'm only at like 38 pounds, but let's just say I've lost 40 pounds in body weight, just because a round number is easy to work with. Obviously, when you lose that much body weight, training performance is going to be affected. especially on free weight exercises that have no external stabilization. The RDL is one of those. It's obviously not a machine. I have to stabilize myself and everything there. I also typically don't use a belt on an RDL. I typically don't use a belt at all. I actually haven't used a belt on anything in like probably a year and a half, and I'll come back to that. So I haven't used a belt in a long time, but realistically, I'm getting to the point where my RDL is not progressing, and not only is it not progressing, it's starting to regress to the point where I'm like concerned about it. So I obviously need to do something about it, because as my body weight continues to get lower and lower, this problem is only going to get worse and worse, right? So the next logical step for me on this is to keep the exercise in, but I want to add in a belt in order to increase the stabilization, because as my body weight is coming down, it's getting harder to stabilize, and the belt theoretically will help me increase that stabilization, because I can create intra-abdominal pressure and create counterforce and all of that stuff, but as I said earlier, it's been like a year and a half since I've worn a belt on anything. So I actually had to dig my belt out of the closet to use it. I hadn't used the belt for like a year, and then I gave my belt to a client for like 6 months. And then I had to dig it out of the closet to bring it today. But the reason why I'm doing some technique work today is because, as I said, I haven't used a belt in a long time, and tomorrow is the RDL leg day. And this is kind of corny, but my athletic experience is in football, so I feel like subconsciously I like relate every workout to like a football game or something like that. And the way that I kind of like think about my training and glorify my training in my head is that tomorrow is game day, so to say. Like tomorrow is the leg day. It's the day where I only get one attempt to get everything that I need to get out of the RDL for 10 days. And so I know that there's going to be a learning curve from putting the belt back on after an extended period of time of not wearing a belt in general, but also not wearing a belt on a hip hinge movement. So I know that there's going to be a slight learning curve to that, and I don't want to waste time doing that tomorrow, because there's the potential that if I waste too much time doing that in my warm-ups tomorrow, it's going to fuck up the working set, and that's really going to piss me off. So I want to put in like that really fucking boring technique work, is what I call it, on just getting familiar with not only like having the belt around my waist and being able to breathe and brace into it, but also just have the feeling of getting used to what it feels like to be in that bent over position with something around my waist, and where I need to position the belt so that it's not like cutting off my, you know what I mean? Like little shit like that I'm just completely fucking obsessed with. So, but that stuff is like, it's kind of time consuming and it's super boring. So I would rather put that work in the day before, so that when I come in tomorrow, I feel like better mentally about being able to get into that set. So by technique work, I'll put some film up of it. I'm literally going to do sets with like 95 pounds and at the absolute max like 135, and we're talking like triples and sets of 4 and 5. Like, and for reference, I'm going to do my working set tomorrow with I think it's 275. But when I was at like peak off-season bulk, I could do 320 for 4. So just for reference, that is like how far away I am from like true working weight. I obviously don't want to overexert myself on this today, because then I'll wake up potentially sore for the actual game day tomorrow, and obviously I don't want to do that. So that's why I guess I call it technique work, because I'm really just more focused on getting in the habit of technique. I learned this from Olympic lifting. My first 4 years of weightlifting were from first 5 years, I guess, were from 8th grade all the way through high school when I was playing football, as I said earlier. And our weight training program was Olympic lifting and CrossFit type of stuff. And we did some sort of squat every single day. And there were a lot of times where we barbell squatted Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And there was a lot of times we fucking barbell squatted 3 days in a row. It's just one day would be heavy triples, and then one day would be 3 sets of 8 with 30% 1 rep max, super, super light, just going through the motions of getting used to the feeling of what it feels like to squat. Kind of goes to the muscle memory type of thing. That's more applicable with traditional sports like football and basketball and stuff, like shooting a basketball or throwing a football. There's no overload component to that, so it's different than weightlifting. So that's kind of one of those things where literally the more that you do it, the better, because you just, every throw or every shot is like a rep. Weightlifting isn't necessarily like that because there's a weight component and overload needs to occur in order to make progress. And overload requires recovery, so you can't just spam, curl every day and just continue to get infinitely better biceps. So I don't want to rant on that type of stuff, but I need to get in the gym here, get moving, get this boring ass RDL work done, and then I'll probably catch up with you guys at some point in a bit. Okay, back in the car, did about 20 minutes on the bike, did some stretching and stuff like that. And then I did a 5 by 3, 5 sets of 3 with 95 pounds on the RDL. Each set felt better and better and better. Honestly, I didn't know how long it would take for me to kind of get used to bracing into a belt again, but I feel like it's one of those things that's kind of like riding a bike. My first 4 years of lifting, I was the guy that wore a belt on everything. So I went a long period of time with doing it, and then I went a long period of time without doing it. So it's just, it took me a couple minutes and is just brand new. Feeling better about tomorrow than what I would have if I had gone through all of that tomorrow. So did what I came to do. Now I'm gonna go home and I'll probably get some more steps. It's only 10 o'clock in the morning and it's supposed to get super hot today, so I would like to get my steps done by 11 or 12 in the morning. And I am going to walk to the gas station because I would like an energy drink this afternoon. And all of the energy drinks that I have in the fridge are all 200 milligrams or 300 milligrams or something like that. And typically on rest days, I try to stay away from caffeine as much as I can. And if I do use caffeine, I try to keep it something more mild. So I have those bigger energy drinks that are 200 or 300 milligrams. When I say bigger, I mean higher dose of caffeine. Obviously that's subjective, but to me 200 to 300 milligrams would only be something that I would take before the gym. On rest days, I like the little 12-ounce monsters. Those are about 100 milligrams of caffeine. And I like a sugar-free Red Bull. Those are about 80 milligrams of caffeine. So I usually keep a couple of those on hand for my rest days, but of course I am out. So what a good excuse for me to get 3,000 steps walking to the gas station and back to spend a couple bucks to get those. I think I mentioned this in, I don't remember what other video it was that I mentioned it in, but it's funny how when you're dieting, you find excuses to go get steps, just for silly stuff like this. So catch up with you guys in a bit. Okay, just got back from that walk, just went to the gas station, got some Red Bull, came home. In the clip earlier, I'm sure you guys saw that I had 10,000-ish steps by 11 o'clock. Just finished up 3 rounds of posing. So you can tell I'm sweating my ass off. I need to trim, need a body shape bad. But gonna take a shower, get my first meal in, and then get started with the work day. Lots of client work and video editing to do today. Hey AJ, what's going on, man? Hope things are going good with you. Hope that you've had a good week and a good weekend as always.
I was like, ooh, that's pace in the house. I was like, oh, I just wish I could go to sleep. dripping sweat.
Okay, Wednesday, rest day has gone pretty good so far. I've pretty much spent the afternoon here doing client check-ins and then getting new client programs written. And then I've also got a lot of TikTok videos that have been filmed and saved to my drafts. And then as I'm sitting here, I'm actually editing the video that you guys are watching right now. I'm sitting down for meal 3 today. This is 300 grams of russet potato, 6 ounces of round steak, extra lean beef, and then I have 100 grams of pineapple in the fridge. All of those measurements are raw weight, by the way. So I'm gonna get that meal in, and then I've got 2 more meals to go. After I eat here, I'm gonna do some meal prep and prep my meals for tomorrow. But other than that, today's kind of winding down. It's only 4 o'clock. I've kind of been cruising this afternoon on all my client and content work and stuff. So it looks like I'm going to finish up pretty early today with work, which is a good thing because the earlier that I can finish up work, the earlier that I can start winding down, and the earlier that I can start winding down, the earlier that I can go to bed. And I've got legs tomorrow, so I want to be like 100% like refreshed and recovered for that. Like I said earlier, typically on a rest day, I kind of try to sleep in as much as I can and then go to bed early that night for the next leg day. So gonna get this meal in here, beef and potato, prep some food, and then probably chill out for the rest of the night while I'm doing some editing and stuff here. Thursday morning, woke up at 191.6 again this morning for the 3rd day in a row. That is a new low weigh-in for me, 191.6, but like I said, I've weighed in there for 3 days in a row. Ideally, I would like to see that drop down sometime soon. I'm very confident that it will drop down soon. I'm feeling leaner every day. My pictures are getting better, but for whatever reason, the number on the scale is just not catching up. So hopefully by this weekend, I will dip to 190 or below. Again, I kind of talked about this, I think, in a different video, but that's just 190 signifies 40 pounds. And I'm kind of taking this diet in like 10-pound increments. So leg day today, RDL and leg press. This is definitely my hardest workout of the entire program. I've got 6 workouts, 2 push, 2 pull, 2 legs. This one legs B workout is without a doubt my hardest leg workout of the week. So I'm gonna get my work done beforehand and then train in the afternoon again today, because I have especially noticed with legs that when I get home from after doing legs, not only am I just like physically completely destroyed, but I'm like mentally destroyed. Like it's literally not possible for me to do client work after legs B, especially. I literally can't even focus on it. Like I'm so tired, so fatigued, that I literally can't focus on doing stuff like that. So when it comes to my leg days, particularly legs B, I'll pretty much always train in the afternoon because I'm pretty much worthless after a leg day. Just got to the gym for legs. Man, I'm gonna be honest, guys, I'm really fucking nervous. I'm really excited, but I'm also nervous. I mean, this pretty much happens every leg day. I'm super nervous, like on the way to the gym and pretty much the whole morning. And then once I get moving and stuff, my body kind of comes alive, so to say. So I know once I get in there and I get moving that I'm gonna be okay. But it's just those like pre-leg day thoughts. So yeah, just gonna go ahead and gonna get this one done and over with. I don't really have a lot of other thoughts. I'm really just kind of focused on this one. So talk to you soon. just finished legs, and that was a very, very good session. I'm actually really surprised with how good that one went. I'm absolutely exhausted. I already have 10,000 steps that is done. Typically at this point I would go home and I would get more steps, but obviously I already have 10,000. And actually the past 2 days, yesterday I got almost 15,000, and then the day before I got like 13 or 14,000. So I'm already like on track. I'm trying to average 10,000 steps per day across the whole week. And already at Thursday, I already have 10,000. So all that I have to do to hit 10,000 average the rest of the week is just hit 10,000 steps. So I'm already at 10,000 today, and even though I feel like I, could go and get more, it may not be necessary, but, that may change. My thought process on that may change by the time I drive home. So I guess the next clip you'll see will determine what I did, whether I went home and posed and showered and ate, or whether I went home and went for a walk and then posed and showered and ate. This decision is fueled by crippling insecurity that I am not going to be in shape on time. More steps. All right, it's still Thursday. I obviously got back from that walk, and then I had a meal and a shower, and I've posted a bunch of content, and you won't be able to tell. I don't even know why I'm showing you guys, but I've been prepping my food for the next day. And pretty much at this point, it's around 6:30, 7 o'clock-ish, and it's just time to wind it down. I'm completely smashed from today's leg day, and like I said, I'm pretty much worthless after legs is over. I've got one more short little walk to do. I got to take the dog out one more time before we go to bed, but that'll probably be a fairly short walk. Hopefully it's a fairly short walk. It's been pretty hot here over the course of the past week, and she doesn't really do too good in the heat, so her walks have been a little bit shorter. So I'm hoping that her walk this afternoon is gonna be a little shorter, because I'm down for the count. You're gonna catch me on the couch for the rest of the night. What's up, guys? Friday morning, rest day today. If you guys obviously have made it this far in the vlog, then obviously I've already talked about this in this vlog, but on my rest days, my goal is to rest and recover, so I allow myself to sleep in with no alarm on my rest days. I got a great night's sleep last night. Last clip that you would have seen would have been us on the couch watching Scooby-Doo. That was at like 8 o'clock at night, 8:30. I was actually in bed last night at 9:30, and then woke up this morning at 7:30, so that's 10 hours, and I only woke up one time in the middle of the night. I woke up at like 5 o'clock to go to the bathroom, so I slept from 9:30 to 5 with no interruptions, and then I woke up, went to the bathroom, and then I came back to sleep for another 2 to 2.5 hours. And I feel really, really good today. So a little bit of a later start to today than normal, but it is definitely worth it for me to get that extra sleep. The day after leg day, particularly legs B, is like, I think it's harder than the actual day itself. Like I'm typically very, very, very tired the day after this day. You guys should actually see me try to get out of bed after legs B. It's actually kind of fucking embarrassing. Like my lower back and everything is just so tight and so sore. So I'm up getting the morning walk done, getting the water in as always, and just getting moving. And then after this, we'll go to the gym and do some cardio and stretch out. And that's especially important the day after leg day, because like I said, I'm so tired and my body is so tight and sore that I feel it really benefits me to go to the gym and do some foam rolling, stretching, and just get my body moving and get blood pumping through my body. That definitely helps speed up the recovery process. So I'm gonna get probably 8,000 steps in this morning, and then go to the gym and do that. And then I need to get some groceries. I don't know if I'm going to get those this morning or if I'm going to get those this weekend. So we'll see from there. But today's Friday, like I said, it's my last client work day of the week. I mean, as far as formal check-ins, like I'm always doing some sort of client work or some sort of content work, especially when you're self-employed, like you work 7 days a week. So I work 7 days a week, you know what I mean? But I only schedule my check-ins right now Monday through Friday. So those are my like check-in days, the heavy work days are Monday through Friday. So today is the last work day of the week. I'll have some small stuff to do this weekend, video editing and stuff like that, but nothing really extreme. So I just kind of want to get moving. Like I said, already kind of a later start to today than normal because I got all that extra sleep. So I'm just going to get the steps in, the gym stuff done, maybe go get some groceries. We'll see. All right, done with check-ins for Friday. Finally done with check-ins for the whole week. Today was a fucking frustrating ass check-in day, man. Fucking Xfinity. Like, I'm gonna bitch about this, but man, Xfinity just constantly always puts me in a bad mood. I feel like every single day for the past like 2 months between the hours of like 11 a.m. and 1 p.m., my internet constantly is going in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Every single fucking time the internet goes out, I look out the window and there's an Xfinity van out there doing maintenance on the telephone poles, which is cool, man. If you guys got to do maintenance to fix issues with the internet in the area, then that's fine. You got to do what you got to do. But if you doing maintenance on that internet causes the entire fucking street to go without internet, you gotta fucking let us know that you're gonna take our fucking internet away. And I have it set up on my Xfinity account where if they're doing maintenance in the area, they're supposed to send me a message, and they never fucking do. And so it always ends up in this fucking situation where I'm sitting here staring at my fucking computer, waiting for the internet to come back on so that I can finish my work. And it's just a fucking pain in the ass, and it just makes my work like literally take twice as long as it needs to. I should have been done with all of my work today in like 2 to 2.5 hours, and it took me 4, almost 4.5. So Xfinity, fuck you. Fuck you. I got nothing else to say. What's up, guys? Saturday morning. This is a terrible spot to sit. I'm like looking right at the sun. Saturday morning, it's about 6:30. Unless I say anything different, it's usually about 6:30 in the morning when I'm doing these walks. Today is Saturday, and as of today, I'm officially 19/23 weeks out. Yeah, I don't really know what much to talk about today. Just getting my morning steps in. I'm gonna get some groceries this morning, and I'll probably get some other groceries this afternoon. I have a grocery store by the house, Trader Joe's, that I go to, and then I'm gonna try and push this afternoon, and then I'll my grocery store where I get my meat, chicken, pork, beef, all of that is by the gym. So 2 different directions. I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's this morning, and then the Tony's is the name of the grocery store that I get my meat at. I'm gonna get that this afternoon after training, because I'll be right by there after I train. Like I said, today is a push day. This weekend is the Pride Parade in downtown Chicago, and my girlfriend goes to that every year. So her and her friends are gonna go down to the Pride Parade sometime this afternoon, and they're gonna be gone all day today, Saturday, and all day today, Sunday, and then they'll come back Monday afternoon. So I kind of have the place to myself this weekend, and kind of have free reign of my schedule to kind of train whenever I want to. So the plan for today is to get the steps in, get some stuff done around the house, grocery shopping, and then train in the afternoon, and then get groceries after training. And then after that, my day should hopefully be over. Obviously, today's Saturday, the end of a pretty long work week, even though I do technically work every day, you know what I mean? I kind of do want to take some time tonight to just chill out and hang out a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Really all that I wanted to talk about. Gonna get some steps in, listen to the Gary V podcast, and then I'll catch up with you guys as we go. Happy Saturday, everybody. 19/23 weeks out as of today. Nothing changes. We keep on working. Back from Trader Joe's, just kind of wanted to run through some of the things that I picked up this morning. So the first is blueberries. If you guys have seen my latest full day of eating video, then you'll know that I have like oats and blueberries every morning. This is just re-upping on the blueberries. I got 2 bags of those. And then while I was there, lately I've kind of just been not necessarily wanting something different, but I typically don't eat berries too often. So I've been really enjoying the blueberries in my breakfast. So I've kind of wanted to try other berries. So I picked up a bag of strawberries this morning, and then I picked up a bag of raspberries. To be honest, I don't know if I've ever really eaten a raspberry in my entire life, like seriously. So just kind of expanding my horizons a little bit and picking up some different fruits just for my breakfast. Sticking on fruit, pineapple, this is a staple in my diet. And now that I think about it, I forgot to get applesauce. That is another staple fruit in my diet. But pineapple, really love this. It's got some digestive benefits and stuff, which is cool. Honestly, I don't eat it because of the digestive benefits. I just love the taste of pineapple. So that's really the main reason why I eat it. As I said, I didn't pick up a jar of applesauce, which is, I'll get it a different time, but the Trader Joe's applesauce, the only ingredient that's on the label of the Trader Joe's applesauce is apples. So it has no preservatives, no sugar. Some of like Mott's and other brands and stuff will have like vitamin C and stuff added. This is pure apple. That's the only ingredient in it is apples. So I like the applesauce just because it's convenient. I mean, I could literally drink it if I wanted to. So I didn't pick some of that up, but that's another staple fruit that I have. And then oranges. Typically I kind of go back and forth between like, these are full size, oranges, a normal orange, and then the cuties, the little ones. I'll either have 1 of these or 2 of the cuties before I train. So I picked up a ton of fruit this morning. Trader Joe's is mainly where I get a lot of my fruit and my eggs. So I got 2 dozen eggs this morning. These are 100% vegetarian fed. And I like to get vegetarian fed eggs. The yolks are like a darker color. They're orange instead of yellow. And those like really cheap eggs, like you go to Walmart and, I don't know what they cost now, but they used to cost like 79 cents a dozen or some shit like that. I'm sure they're way higher than that now. But those eggs, I think they're so gross. And like, especially when you get into, like when I get into a bulk, I may have like 6 eggs like in one meal. And when those eggs kind of taste like shit, it's hard to get down, let alone the health benefits of eating vegetarian fed eggs and stuff like that. So these at Trader Joe's are, how much are these? These are $2.79 a dozen. So they're more expensive than regular eggs, but it's worth it in my opinion because of the health reasons, and then also just the taste. The taste is way better. I also picked up some of this. So this is Trader Joe's reduced guilt mac and cheese. This isn't very big. I don't know if this like does any justice, but this is like the size of my hand for reference. This isn't like a very big serving, and this is definitely not something that I eat on a daily basis, but maybe once a month or so I'll pick up this in Trader Joe's, and I'll like, one of my meals will be chicken and rice or beef and rice, and I'll like replace the rice with this. I'll fit this into my macros somehow. For the entire package, it's 270 calories, 6 fat, 40 carb, and 15 protein. 270 calories. I can't read it this way, but you guys can kind of see it here. When I'm in a bulk, I will eat either 2 of these, sometimes 3, depending on what my carbs and calories are at. But this is basically just mac and cheese, but they use skim milk instead of regular milk, so that like cuts back on the calories. As you guys can probably notice, I have eaten this like very regularly for a while. You know, when I say regularly, I mean like once a month or so, like not all the time. But this, despite the milk and despite the cheese, digests perfectly fine with me, which is strange. I don't know why that is, but it works. So you can either make this in the microwave or you can make this in the oven. And actually, I've only ever made this in the microwave. So I'm going to make this in the oven tonight. I wonder if it crisps up a little bit, but I'll put some steak in this. I love to put beef in this, whether it's ground beef or steak or something. It's like a beef and mac and cheese. Really, really good. Really, really like that. So I'll probably have that tonight. And then I also picked up these. So I'm kind of on like a Greek yogurt kick as of late. That's kind of like, you know, that's what my desserts have been on the weekends and shit, is Greek yogurts, just because of the limited calories and everything. But I picked up these are the Trader Joe's yogurt. It's a low fat. They didn't have non-fat, but they had low fat. Each one of these is 120 calories, 2 fat, 11 carb, and 15 protein. I got a raspberry one, and then I got a vanilla one. They also had a cherry one, which I would have liked to try because I like cherries, but cherries upset my stomach quite a bit. So I just decided to play it safe and not get that one. I don't know, maybe I'll have these today, maybe I'll have these tomorrow or something, but they probably won't make it through the weekend, that's for sure. And that's really all that I picked up at Trader Joe's. As far as like my protein sources and stuff, beef, chicken, pork, I will pick those up at Tony's later, and I'll show you that after I train. And then like my other stuff, miscellaneous shit like rice, potatoes, oats, all that stuff. I'm good on that stuff, but I typically get that stuff at Walmart just because that's the cheapest place to get it. So Trader Joe's is where I get eggs and fruit. And veggies when I eat them, which is very rare. Tony's is where I get my meat and my protein sources, except for the eggs. And then Walmart is basically where I get all the other shit, condiments, salt, seasoning, you know, all that other type of shit.
All right, guys, time to train, push going down. The plan for now is to film this whole workout for a YouTube video every set. But it is, by the time I get to the gym, it's going to be like 12:30 or 12:45-ish on a Saturday. And honestly, this gym is super hit or miss, whether it's really busy or whether it's really dead. So if it's really busy, I probably won't film the whole workout. But if it's, you know, not, or it clears up, or I grow some balls, you know, but in the drive between now and then, you know, I will film the whole workout, and then you guys will see like a trailer here, and then it'll go up as a separate video. You know, even though this is something that I do for a living and create content and everything, I am still kind of self-conscious to film in the gym, especially when the gym is busy. You know, I obviously want to get my film, and I need to get my film like for my job and everything, but I don't want that to come at like an inconvenience for other people. So I get really self-conscious about that. And I don't know, I felt like that was maybe something important for me to share, because there may be some of you guys who are self-conscious to record and do that too. So I just wanted to let you know that even someone who does this for a living, like that is still a, you know, thought that I deal with pretty frequently. So, you know, don't let that hold you back from doing it. But at the same time, you know, it's a normal feeling to have. So, push going down. I'm ready for this one. It's fucking hot today, man. It's 90 degrees right now. It's hot as hell. So we're going to sweat a lot today. Brought an extra shirt. Just finished up training. It was a pretty decent session. If you guys want to know like the ins and outs of it, I did end up filming the whole session, and I will have posted that to YouTube at some point. So go ahead and check that out. It was okay. Here at the grocery store now, I'm here at a grocery store called Tony's Fresh Market. This grocery store just always has the best prices on meat. So this is where I always will get my steak. And then my second protein source is either chicken or pork tenderloin. It just kind of depends on the price and what it is that I'm feeling. Sometimes I come here and the chicken is 99 cents per pound, man, and that's really fucking hard to turn down, you know? So I'll take you guys in here for a little bit, but really the only thing that I'm gonna get is the protein from here. And then we'll head home, we'll do some posing and take a shower, and then we'll start to wind down, because by the time I get home and everything, it'll be probably like 4:30-ish or somewhere in there. So time to start kind of winding it down.
Okay, grocery store over with. I got about 5 pounds of steak and 5 pounds of pork tenderloin. Pork tenderloin was $2.99 a pound and the chicken was $1.99 a pound. I was feeling like eating pork this week instead of chicken, so I just spent an extra buck and got the pork. $4.99 for the steaks. You know, I love those super lean steaks. I'll slow cook those up. And then I got this. This is Gator Light. This is strawberry kiwi. I've been wanting to try one of these for a while, and I was sweating my ass off today, and I said, you know what, fuck it, I earned one of these today. So we're gonna give this a shot. Little live taste test, strawberry kiwi. Really good, pretty salty, but I expected that. Obviously this is like Pedialyte, so it's got quite a bit more electrolytes and stuff in it. So this is pretty good. I'll drink this on the way home. Like I said, gonna go home and pose and then shower and then eat and then chill out. Okay, back from the grocery store, showered, ate, posed, just posted a bunch of content and updated my website and everything. It's about 5:30 on Saturday night. I am going to sit down and start editing the push workout that I just filmed. And then I'm sure at some point tonight I will probably be playing video games with some of my boys, or at least one of my boys, maybe more of us. So we'll see. But until they kind of get on, I don't really have anything else to do, so I may as well just get started editing this video. So I'm gonna get that taken care of, and then looks like it's gonna be a pretty chill night inside. Looks like it's just me and Zuki. Oh, I can't zoom in? I can't zoom in on this? What? I'm tripping. It looks like it's just me and Zuki tonight. So I gotta take her out for one more walk. It's 5:30 and I've already got 13,500 steps. So I'll probably finish today with around 15,000 steps, which will be crazy busy. So yeah, one more walk for her, 2 more meals to get in, work to do, videos to edit, and then play some video games later. So pretty chill Saturday night. All right, guys, it's about 9:30 on Saturday night, and I'm in bed. I was watching the Pokemon movie out there, one of the Pokemon movies, and I was just like falling asleep on the couch. So it's just time to go to bed, and Zuki agrees. It's time for bed for both of us. It's been a very productive day today. Got a lot of stuff done, had a decent training session. And then had 15,000 steps. So very productive day overall. Been a very productive week overall. This is going to conclude the vlog because today is obviously the 19-week out mark. So starting tomorrow is when I will start filming the 19-week out video. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the first episode of the prep vlog series. I hope that this is something that you guys enjoy watching. Is just kind of inside the mind of me as I'm kind of going through this prep. So thanks again so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and I really hope that you guys like this series. And as always, guys, have a good night, have a good week, and take care of yourselves.